we're live.
No.
Hello. Hello. Come to Ape Escape. Going to capture all my bored apes.
All of them.
All of them.
There's a lot of ETH.
Yes. Yes. Yes, welcome back to Ape Escape after like a week of not doing Ape Escape. And first thing I'm going to do is not going to catch apes. I'm gonna gamble.
Gotcha, making dance. Yeah.
Concept art. Alright. Simian tail, not secret photo. Alright.
No, I'm not going to Twitch so I can do my... I can look at the wonderful folks.
Yep. You do that.
I'm doing it.
Alright, so we're at 82 monkeys back in jail. Alright, so...
But how many more to go?
I know, a lot. So
A lot.
the last time we did Pink Monkey, which was a special one.
That was a pretty special monkey.
If you remember how she turned out in the end, do you remember? Do you even remember?
It was something like she was like a diva monkey, but then you like beat her up a bit, and then she gets angry and starts screaming at you.
yeah.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, she gets psycho mode.
She'd get angry.
Yes. That I won't forget. That I won't forget. Now, which after once we've seen all the bosses, you tell me which one from the worst to best was in terms of personality.
Already Blue Monkey is... I don't want to say good, but out of the three, best.
Yeah, no, there's no debating that, and you'll see in 3 he gets even better.
Oh look, not Blue Monkey, Blue Monkey that is blue.
Okay, that's a lot of monkeys. Look, what's the goal for this stage? There's
We're all gonna run away.
17? Okay, let's go. Go. Let's get catching some monkeys.
Interesting concept in the level. Just having... Oh wow, 2 of them at once. Interesting concept for a level, just having them out in the open.
Well,
And then you just have to find them because they...
it's because... Yeah, it's mainly because it's supposed to be some kind of dojo and they practice outside.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, so I think that's one more.
Tariq Abdullah, welcome to stream.
Tariq, welcome to
I
stream.
remember you.
Yes. Tariq has been one of the most regular viewers I've ever had. Yeah, ever since I started streaming, I've seen Tariq here. It's always nice to see him.
It's always nice to see folks.
Yes. So, welcome to stream. We're catching apes.
Pippachi! Where have you been?
Alright.
Everyone's been so worried about you.
That's right, this guy got kidnapped.
Oh, Professor! I found Pippachi, and he's fine.
Good work.
I'm gonna take him with me on the adventure.
Very well. You just be careful out there.
Okay, Dan Green.
Get going!
So I remember us talking last night about how this game, the vibes this game gave, and basically, you know, how this is like 2000-ish vibes.
Yeah.
Wanna maybe tell me more about your thoughts about the game? I'm curious about what you actually get from this.
Well, aside from that, it's certainly pretty interesting. Gameplay seems a bit repetitive, but for the most part, that's that's alleviated by the different gadgets that you can have and the replayability of presumably needing those gadgets to get monkeys that you couldn't in previous levels. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a collected fun in the form of catching monkeys. I think PETA would be losing their shit about now. Like my local PETA agency would be would have already sent like some kind of team at my house to like send me to the authorities.
Well, you could argue that this isn't torture to the monkeys, but the helmets are. And so, Cap, how did you not die immediately from that?
I don't know.
Yeah, you could argue that the helmets are the torture for the monkeys.
Well, not really, because those helmets give them smarter brain.
Oh, makes sense.
That's why they rebel. Also, now that we got Pipochi back, we got a lifeline. Like right now, I should have game overed. I should have lost a life, but he gave me a cookie, so I can go on. So
yeah, I was just about to ask about that. And now that you have that, does that happen? I think the answer is yes.
yeah, that's what Pipochi does. Pipochi can help you in a bind. For an example, if you do a jump that is a little bit too short, he can drag you up a little bit. But the game is pretty stingy with health items. And enemies near the end tend to get a little tougher than you see. Yeah. You'll see why. For now, yeah, we're just missing 7 monkeys.
Yeah, you'll find it.
We did the whole temple area and no monkey. Okay. So that means I need to go. I need to go back. Nope. Oh. Where do I go though? Well, alright. Oh, I think I need to go up, yeah. Oh, yeah. Environment. Hiding cookies. Yes, this game...
Technique.
If you think this game has replayability, the sequel has even more.
Like the sequel to this sequel?
Yeah. You're kidding me. Okay, I guess I'll jump over them.
Did Pipochi add a hitbox?
No. That's literally how it works. See here? How he did it? I couldn't make quite the jump, so Pipochi tried to help me. That's what I was talking earlier about. Okay, how do I get this monkey down again? Okay, so my best guess is yeah, it works.
Just shoot him.
Just shoot the monkey.
When in doubt, just shoot him. Just shoot him.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. You get actual guns in the next game.
Well, the monkeys in this game have actual guns, so it only makes sense that the next evolution would be that the player gets a gun.
Well, they already had gun in Ape Escape 1. There we go. But yeah, Ape Escape 1 doesn't hold as good, doesn't hold up as good as this. And even this one, I feel is a bit stretched. How do I explain this? It can be a bit bland, a bit generic at times. Feel a bit generic, but generally just the whole gameplay loop of capturing monkeys makes up for it. So now I just need to use the Arsica. Also, one thing that they improved greatly in 3 is the menuing for the gadgets. Frankly, I'm just gonna say 2 is good if you wanna get into the series, but 3 is where is basically the greatest out of them all.
Alright.
And what's sad is that 2 is available on the PS4 through the PlayStation Network. Like you can go today, buy it on PS4 and download it digitally, but 3?
Free now?
Nope, they never released 3. 3 was a download only on PS3 in Japan.
Download only, jeez.
And only in Japan on PS3.
Pippichi, you really had us worried.
Pippichi wanted to be with you, Jimmy.
If that isn't an indication to us that Sony didn't have faith in the game, then I don't know what is.
I mean, do you know? I mean, they didn't. After 3, they basically lost faith in the license, even though the game basically was the greatest of the series. So let's see the monkey count. Said, see the monkey counter, please.
Let us see.
99.
99 monkey.
Yeah, we're going on the 100. On. The counter is slow to update, I noticed.
Yeah, so it's a little slow. I do know one that updates a lot faster, but that requires adding scripts and stuff to OBS, and I tried and I don't know how to do that because my brain's too small.
Yeah, how about new? Okay, so now let's see which gadget should I keep. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Okay, more gambling. Oh, see, now you got. See, we got a minigame.
Monkey soccer.
Yeah. And now see here, you got minigame.
Shadow skateboard.
I know which commercial you're referencing, and
Blabber catch. Oh,
yeah.
Does that like change the model of the RC car that you use?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can, there's a whole customization for it. Like, you'll see all the elements in this game that are like unpolished and a bit jank, like the whole gacha machine, or the Arsica customization that's random, that you can only get in the gacha. All the stuff that's in the gacha is basically buyable in the next game right out of the gate. You just have to have the coins. That's all they ask out of you. This game likes to make you work for those items through a gacha system.
Also, is that just a disc? Game disc?
Oh no, that's when you see a disc like this, that's literally the soundtrack of the game that you're unlocking.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you what kind of okay. what kind of bonus do you get? You have access to the jukebox, where you have access to the whole OST once you unlock it. Of course, the Monkeypedia, where you can see which monkeys you have got. You have caught. Secret photo album generally shows interesting things in levels, or just funny things. And enemy album, well, that's just a bestiary for this game. Then Monkey Fables, we don't talk about those. And the bonus RC car. I'm going to equip this one. There's also, yeah, the comic collection, right? Yes. See, there's so much shit in this art collection.
That is what?
It's
What?
It's a completionist game, and all the completion is hidden behind this shit. So yeah, once we're done with monkeys, and I wanna go 100%. You know that I have never done this game 100%.
Oh.
So I wanna go 100. So it's gonna be farm coin and gacha for life.
Great.
All right.
Also, when I said like graphism and stuff that I feel have been lost, like see those kind of environments, those kind of graphism, I feel this is when it peaked really. Like, how can you make it look better on, like, I don't know, just maybe it's nostalgia talking, but like something like this, it just looks good. It's appealing to the eyes.
When I played Billy Hatcher, a while back, I definitely got that vibe of like early cartoon stuff. Like that's like not, it just looked good. Like, not to say that things don't look good, just that even when cartoony, games these days, like with the fidelity of graphics, they typically don't just like have this feel of needing to work with the engine's limitations. Now it's just, oh hey, we can display all these millions more polygons on the screen, so let's slap a million more polygons into this frame.
Just,
because that makes the game look better, right?
yeah.
A million more polygons in the on the Bingus Bungus rock.
Yeah. Meanwhile, look at this game and the environments. So those environments, I don't know why, they just are appealing to me. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you have the OST, especially in 3 again. 3 does that, but even better.
No problem.
And
it's not to say that new games like, don't have heart to them. It's just like a different kind of heart that's kind of most of the time needing to work with the inherent limitations.
yeah, that's just something that was done on a PS2 and that won't be able to be replicated on anything else. Same.
Like, oh, your game's made in Unreal? Okay, you can do anything. Put whatever you want in it, it'll work probably.
See, Billy Hatcher in this game, those cartoonish art styles that like are limited and yet are still beautiful. See, look at this. It's so simple, but yet you can tell how beautiful it is. I don't know. It's atmospheric, it's beautiful, it doesn't need like HD texture bullshit.
Yeah, that's a vibe that I got when playing the original Spyro the Dragon games.
Yeah, you just look at texture blocks in Spyro and it's like you're seeing a whole world in the distance. And you wanna go there. Your brain is like, that's a whole world right there. You believe there's a world. thing is that the game dev tricking you into thinking there's more to it than just a skybox.
Yep. Classic technique.
And like, you know how Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, and Sly Cooper were like the big three when it comes to platforming series on the PS2?
From what I remember, yeah.
Yeah. So most people, yeah, play them. They're amazing games. But and that's gonna be my opinion. And I'm gonna advertise my Sly Cooper streams a bit there. Yeah, since I do Sly Cooper also on the side. That. Well, see, Sly also has this style that's unique to. How do you work? How do you work?
Oh look, it's no longer aggroing you, it's fine. Look, you broke the AI, just run away from it. But now you moved.
I think I get it. This is dumb and this is gonna be hella slow. But yeah, Sly Cooper has this self-shaded style, you see? And it's like everybody after the PS2 decided that let's not make games cel-shaded anymore. Why? It's a beautiful style. Like Jet Set Radio does it. I think I know what it is.
But Wind Waker did it, and that game was terrible, right? That game totally disappointed a lot of people and doesn't hold up at all.
Do you know what they... when I said Sucker Punch did something else after Sly, well, it was Infamous. Yeah, Infamous. And Infamous went like in an artistic direction, actually. So basically the thought behind Sly Cooper is that it's a bit of a comic book kind of thing. Well, they went for a more mature audience with Infamous, but they still kept it as a kind of thing that was with a comic book vibe. Except now everything is grey and black and miserable. Like the first...
Yeah, like something like this was in an age where companies kept on trying to one-up themselves for like, oh, these are the best graphics. That means the game has to be, it has to be better. Like, just like chasey graphics.
Okay, just
games that like had its own specific style.
Just let me show you.
Stand the test of time. Also, you have a request to do tilt controls.
That's only when I play Mario Kart. So,
you know what that stuff is?
So what?
Move, you control them.
I was about to say I'm going to show you a picture of how Infamous looks.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it on stream, and just to show how when I say it looks like grey, yeah, it's that kind of game from the PS3 era. So yeah.
That was the game where like you had like lightning powers and like rode on wires and whatever.
Yeah, see this colorless, and when I mean colorless, oh joy.
Jeez.
And nowadays it looks like blurry shit on an HD TV because this was a super early PS3 game. So it's colorless, gray, and you see this trash here. Well,
yep, I see trash.
Well, you see, this game has a syndrome of having trash everywhere on the floor. Like this was a thing, like in like modern games when the PS3 started. Like at some point, they all decided, oh, let's all have look at the details, look at the trash we have on the floor. Oh God, please, someone tell the person in charge of art direction to please chill out with the trash on the floor.
Well, we've got polygons to spare. Let's put trash on the floor. And we'll never use that to make the quality of our
Yeah, meanwhile this doesn't need trash on the floor. This just
doesn't need trash on the floor.
This is just simply this has a solid art direction. It's beautiful just to look at, even with how I can see that this is a skybox and it still looks like, see the clouds underneath. It looks good.
It's very good.
It doesn't mean much more than that. Like, where has this gone? Where has this gone? Where has this kind of focused art direction gone? Ah, so close. Okay, I got you. Like, it's just painful sometimes, just watching slowly what you love die. And do you know what they did after Infamous?
What they do after Infamous?
Sekiro.
Oh yeah, you did mention that.
Yeah.
Isn't that a From Software game?
No.
Or did...
Or is no? Oh no, not. Oh shit! I'm confusing the two games because the two samurai games that were released basically at the same time and shown at the same time. No, they did. No, Ghost of Tsushima. It is. The same guys who did Sly Cooper did Ghost of Tsushima. Yes. And that game whose style and frankly is one of the most...
Sorry.
Yes, go ahead.
I was just about to say, like, I haven't played that game, but it looks... But it, like, not only, like, looks like it's a good game, but it looks... Like, visually it looks good.
It's one of the best games on the PS4/5, and it has a solid art direction. Just Infamous in terms of everything, but graphism is also amazing. Like they took everything they learned from making Sly Cooper and they made it like modernized it into Infamous. Because in the end, it's the same thing. Sly Cooper, Sly 1 is a Crash Bandicoot clone, but Sly 2 and 3 are open world games. So they took that experience from making those open world games and made Infamous, which is an open world game where you hop from rooftop to rooftop, slide on wires, and use some kind of special baton to hit enemies. I mean, pretty similar to what Sly Cooper does in the later sequels.
Like, so kind of a spiritual successor.
It's a spiritual successor to. I mean, when I said they wanted to keep it a comic book style, even Infamous the first Infamous cutscenes and the second Infamous cutscenes are all styled in some kind of adult or young adult comic book style, I think. So yeah, they definitely they definitely took what they learned from making those cartoonish platformers and ran with it. As for this series, Ape Escape, well, what's sad after Ape Escape 3 is that they technically made a fourth one. Technically. It's called Ape Escape Million Monkeys. Yeah. technically a spin-off, technically a sequel, doesn't really matter. It was never localized in English, and it was never localized anywhere actually. Ape Escape 3 was the last platformer slash monkey capturing game released until they decided one day to unearth this franchise to make a spin-off for the PlayStation Move.
So this was the last game in the series localized outside of Japan?
No problem.
I mean, the last platformer dedicated to capturing monkeys, yes. After that, there's the PS3 only PlayStation Move game, which I personally don't want to talk about because it's not good. And I sincerely don't like it. It's literally, it's a nothing burger, it's uninteresting at best. Can I?
That's quite the diss. Uninteresting at best. If it's true. Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it works, yeah, but it has none of the charm of this game or any of its it has none of the charm of the games that came before it, basically. It's just I'd say it's glorified tech demo for the PlayStation Move. You know what the PlayStation Move is, right?
All done.
It's like the motion control thing for the PS3, right?
Yeah, the motion control thing that was introduced with the PS3, yes. It has a big white ball on top of it, and it's a...
That's what that was. Yeah, now I can picture what that is now. Like I was trying to think, wait, what does the motion controller look like? And then I remembered, oh yeah, everyone made fun of the ball.
Yeah, so that's what Ape Escape was reduced to. A PlayStation Move showcase. So let's see, how many monkeys do we have now? 112. Okay.
112. The monkey.
There we go. Yeah, franchise-wise, this any hopes of getting a new Ape Escape has died with the closure of the studios that basically made it. Sony decided that it was time to die.
Big rip.
Alright, so I have a lot of money. Do you know what that means?
Gotcha.
Yeah. All good. And
Well, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna check a bank thing real quick.
do what you have to do.
Just that I will not be too long.
Do what you have to do. It's not like this is interesting content anyway.
What do you mean? This is all interesting.
I mean, oh, a note from Spectre. Monkey see, monkey do. Okay.
Monkey see, monkey do. I'll throw my poo at you.
An evening meal of banana under a full moon. The simple things in life. Is he sending me high? I think I finally understand what those are. So this is originally... No. This is originally a Japanese game, so what those things are I think are haikus. He's sending me haikus.
Yes.
No, I'm not going back there. Okay, the soundtrack. As long as it's not a simian tale. Oh, alive. Yep, sure. I have a life. A game hint. Ape hint. No special gadget can help you catch the monkey on top of the towering mast. You'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Monkey hint, get good.
Oh, I won a movie. The beginning.
Wow! A movie!
Natalie's research memo. What?
Oh, wait. Live fossilized coelacanth. Live fossilized coelacanth.
What's wrong with this lady? What's wrong with you, lady? Not alive?
Why would you... Okay, so I don't know how I know this, so don't ask me how I know this, but coelacanth is extremely unfit for human consumption. Extremely unfit. Like, in the case in which you would ever want to eat it, which... Well, first of all, if you find it, congratulations. But if you ever get in the situation where you eat it, it's slimy and mucusy. It's like, even when you try to eat it, it's just gross.
This game's just weird at times, and that's part of the fun, frankly. One arrow is fragile and can be snapped easily. 10 arrows together are very strong. There is much strength in numbers. He is really sending me haikus now. Oh. Secret photo. Happy Banana Gang.
The Happy Banana Gang, yeah.
Okay, so we're
Like
just...
monkey yoga.
Yeah, we're just missing one minigame. Don't know how those count for completion if I have to play them. I don't know.
You might.
Oh god.
It's like Kirby.
Oh god. For now we're going to Egypt.
We gotta hydrate first.
I have water bottle. I took a sip.
Big. Oh, that monkey's doing a pog chimp.
Here I come!
Like Monkey 6 was doing like a pog chimp. Monkey chimp. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, keep throwing bombs.
Like hieroglyph Egyptian monkey paintings, which is great. Like, can we see some of those hieroglyphs? Oh, no, I mean like, sorry, like if you turn around, there are those walls.
Where? There?
Back there. Keep going straight.
I think those are lit.
But they're gonna be something different.
I think those are legit.
Yeah, I think they're legit.
This though.
What do you mean?
Look.
Yeah.
No, I don't think this is
These are
legit.
also legit.
Debatable. Okay.
Have you been to Egypt?
Plenty of time actually.
Oh, alright.
Yes, every time I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, I go to Egypt.
Ah, I see. Well, you got me there. You got me there, guys.
Okay. Now, the puzzle as I remember it. Yeah. You need to push it in this corner, then use this.
I heard a click.
Yeah? Use it or this.
I heard a click like, oh, you got the thing right. I cannot look at that like blue pattern and not see the mobile for and not see the logo for T-Mobile. It's disgusting and I hate it.
I mean, I'm not American, I can't really speak on that.
If any of you Americans who are watching this, which if you're watching this and not any of March Madness, I salute you.
Yes.
If you look at that and don't see T-Mobile, then I'd like to know what you see. Because I've been corrupted by corporate logos.
Okay, now the spicing of the platforming a little bit, as you can see. But yeah, when you can, I definitely recommend you get this on the PlayStation Store. You have a PS4, right?
I do have a PS4.
Yeah, this is regularly on sale for like $3.99.
That one.
He doesn't. Well, I guess he's alive.
Yeah, it just looked like it just got killed, like it just disappeared. When?
Okay, so now that's gonna be the fun part. The Indiana Jones bullshit. So. What are iframes? Alright.
An imaginary concept.
Yes. I mean, I say the game is stingy on health, but generally the game will hide it more than it will give it. You just have to explore the environment. Also, I completely missed something there. Oh my... Oh, yep, now... oh, that's bullshit, alright. So... now...
Speaking of PlayStation, do you mind if I just take just a minute to rant about how terrible the PlayStation 5's download queue is?
Can I just rant about how I still can't get a PS5? So
I was incredibly lucky to be able to get mine. Like if I was like 1 second later, then I would not be able to get it. It's still dumb.
I'm just gonna say I'd rather not have someone bitch about their problem while having a PS5. Well, I don't. Kinda. Yeah, no.
Good.
So that's gonna be a test of patience, because yeah, that's where the level design gets bullshit. Yeah, I told you. Alright. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I was trying to tiptoe, but it seems they just wanted me to go all in on it. Games can be... See, I told you, health is hidden in environments more than it's given by enemies. Just gotta look to find it. So that's one part of the level. So Ape Escape loves to do one part of the level, to split the level in 2 parts. So this was this part, and now I think they want me to go there.
When? Welcome.
What was that?
When?
When? Hey! Right? talking.
You're doing fine.
Yep. This monkey was talking shit. I vibe checked.
Vibe monkey.
Yeah, we'll chill here. We're catching monkeys. Nice to see you here, Gwen.
Has played 3. I have not played any of them.
Of course I have played 3. 3 is literally the best one. And I'm gonna do 3 afterward. I mean 3 after I finish this one. 3 has so much shit in it I love. It's literally the best one. And I'm not saying anything because I don't want to spoil Egg. So...
I'm gonna be honest, even if you do say something, this isn't a sign of me being uninterested, because I'm not uninterested. This is very interesting. This is a matter of my attention span. I will not remember. I will do my best to remember, but I will not remember. So you can say whatever you want.
Alright, I can say whatever I want. So, let's see. 3 has transformations. You can transform into a knight, a cowboy, an ape.
How are you doing, colleagues?
You can literally transform into an ape and the other apes won't even mind.
Let's see that you is one of them.
Yeah, that's the truth. You have a magical girl transformation or a Power Rangers transformation at some point. A genie transformation. Or at least,
Monkey genie.
something like this. Something akin to a genie transformation. Yeah, this is where the platforming gets a little bit more tough.
Ham sandwich.
Okay, and also expect to see the Freaky Monkey 5 in the next game. They come back. One day we will get 4, I believe. Yes, I'd like to be so optimistic, but they literally closed the studios that was making those games when... I wanna believe too, but I don't know if I should. Definitely some Egyptian bullshit. Right there.
Well, Egyptian stuff is typical bullshit. Like, not as in, like, incorrect bullshit, but as in, like, wow, that's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Okay. I think the goal for today is getting to the next boss. And we'll see. One monkey? Okay, you're gonna be the one. I'm not doing any more of this stage and I want. Oh, come on! Okay. I will... There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be... Yeah, that's gonna be it for this stage. Oh god.
Nice job.
Nice job, you did it.
Right, now we got this next boss.
What monkey?
Yeah. Monkey... White.
Let's do it.
So, you finally made it. I am the awfully talented white monkey of the Freaky Monkey 5. Before I get revenge, I'm going to have to borrow that baby monkey you have there. So hand him over to me right now.
No way! Oh!
Why you insolent pests! In that case, you leave me no choice but to... Oh my god, what is that?
But there's nothing there! Pippachi!
Yeah, this is on level. Yeah,
Right here, kid.
this is just bad.
This little guy's
Oh,
so
it's really
friendly
easy,
with you.
Margaret.
Yeah? He'll be a great source
mean,
of data on
This has
humans.
4 kids
So say
VS.
goodbye to him.
Why, what are you
Literally.
doing about Pippichi? Give him
Yeah.
back! Now!
I
mean,
don't
you've got,
think so.
what's her
If you
face?
want him back,
I don't
you
know.
have to
I don't have the
meet me
names. I
first.
just know they're
But
from
that
4
won't
kids.
be possible unless you can stop the Robo Jimmy that we constructed based on your data. I am so
Oh, no.
clever. Now where did I put that switch? Oh, there you are. Ready? Go!
That's gonna be a fun.
I actually need to count on switch.
Oh no!
That's a weak point. Okay, so how the boss works? First, you gotta make sure to get rid of the robots. Also, those explosions give health. And then you gotta hit the monkey. It's not that hard, but it takes a bit of practice to get the hit. Heck, I think I missed it.
It looks like a weird.
Yeah. Definitely better fight again in free. Oh god.
Oh no!
There we go. Getting there. Getting there.
Go!
I did not sign up for this. That's fine.
Oh no!
One hit and one hit me and I'm dead. So I'm gonna yeah, let's see. What's he going to do? Okay, so I think I get it. He runs his circle.
Oh no!
Okay.
I know everything that I'm going to do, but that also means that I know everything you're going to do.
Alright. Yeah, robot is dead. That means white monkeys.
Victory means nothing. Nothing, I tell you. All we have to do is transfer that baby monkey's data into the lethargy laser.
Lethargy laser?
Okay, does that mean I can? Oh, okay, yeah, I can. White monkey. And now there's just one more boss left. One more of the freaking monkey
Bring
flies.
Pippichi back as fast as you can.
Pikachu sure seems to...
The lethargy laser. What an insidious invention. We must stop Spectre's mischief at all costs.
I can guess. I could tell you.
Like, how does Doctor know?
Because they observe you, I guess. Health. Thank you. Plan. Okay, before I read this monkey fable, I'm going to explain the plan. I think the plan here is to make everyone on Earth lethargic so that they can conquer it easily.
Makes sense.
I guess. Conqueror Part 2. Why must I suffer? Right. That's great. Now, anything else but a fable? Yeah.
It's not a fable.
Contract travel station. Good. Oh, more health. Good. Okay, no more money. That means I can save and see my monkeys. How many monkeys I have?
Monkey trove.
Let's go to the loading screen and just added 10 to the counter, okay.
Too easy.
Okay, Pirate Isle. Sign me the fuck up.
Jimmy, I'm sending a new gadget. I hope this helps you.
A nifty water cannon. Put a dampener on those mischievous monkeys with various water techniques. Do you want to go to the gadget trainer now?
So,
A faucet.
yeah, remember when I said a lot of the gadgets they introduced in this game were basically useless, or so situations are basically useless. This is one. This is one of those. Like, it only comes up a few times in the game, and I think they only introduce it for this stage because, well, you know, you need it for this stage. That's basically the only reason why they introduced it. And that's fine. Jump into the cannon. Makes it even easier to catch you. There's also another one up there. Two of them. Oh, they were doing the Titanic thing. Okay. Yeah, he said, fuck Rose, I'm going home. Like, this is the equivalent of just Rose jumping off the Titanic before it sinks. Like, fuck it, I'm going back to France. Okay, any more monkeys I should know about around these spots? Yeah, gonna need this. I need this. Yeah, no. So, yeah. So now we're gonna finally discover the grand purpose of this one gadget. This. Underwhelming. Underwhelming. And it's barely used. I mean, yeah, you can use it on like what this enemy to. It really has only a few use, and again, aside from that,
Then the first time that you use that, wouldn't you theoretically just be able to double jump like that twirly hovery thing over it?
what?
Like that, like twirly gadget that flings you into the air.
Oh yeah, you can easily do that, but I don't have it on the rotation right now. mean, use this.
Yeah, do that or the flames that he used them on the first one.
No, because hitbox.
That's got big bucks.
Yeah, there's one of those in the earlier stage you can try to do, but it won't. Yeah. You can even try to brute force it. You can't even brute force your way past those flames. It's literally a wall you have to. Ah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have fun. Okay, that's fine. Already off to a great start.
You can do it.
Yeah,
I have faith.
can do it. Yeah, soon we'll get introduced to a gadget that's actually useful in defeating enemies and platforming, so this one will get easily forgotten. It's very situational and only comes up rarely. Maybe the most use you'll get out of this is this one stage.
Kind of disappointing. Like I feel like they could have done something, like made something else, and could that accomplish like the same goal of let's not get hit by fire, but also giving it another use or something.
Yeah, now off to my favorite fucking boat.
Yes, for lava though.
Yeah, because they made this boat so fucking resilient it resists lava. So strong it resists.
Hanzo!
Hanzo! And I'm in the boat. Trust me. Okay, so I'm gonna disrespect Ape Escape 3 a little there. I'm gonna disrespect the sequel to this game build and say that basically the vehicle sequence in Ape Escape 3 are even worse.
It's good.
Yeah. Also, I mean,
An accomplishment.
oh, no, actually, I didn't miss much. I can go this. Oh, fuck.
What the heck is that? A giant robo monkey?
A robo skeleton monkey with a chainsaw. Oh, God.
Look, Gifto's looking a little different in this game. It's all possessed there.
Trying to get behind the... Alright. At least get health.
No problem.
Following this because alright, and this unlocks I think a pirate hideout? Pirate hideout? Yeah, pirate hideout, look. This whole island's pirate theme.
See ya.
Small pirates.
Okay, ton of health. Okay, so how do I get to this guy? Guess for now I'll have to go the other way. Hmm? Escape has a banging soundtrack. And trust me, again, most of the stream is me saying once we get to 3. But yeah. Okay, let me try something. Yes. There we go.
That's it.
I didn't. And now I have this pirate treasure just for me. I think this is one of the best places to farm points.
No problem.
Dennis.
So the fact that that's the medicine, the fact that you have to grind it is a little unfortunate.
Alright, so that's like what, one monkey? One more monkey and we're done? We're done with this? Yeah, I think we're done with pirate hideout for now, and we're gonna go get a monkey. There's a monkey over there. This game likes to take a lot of reference from pop culture, to make a lot of reference to pop culture in general, but those don't get prevalent until like, again, third entry. I mean, you might as well...
Example of pop culture references right now is
All done.
Down there. Okay, we're done with this. Don't have to do this anymore. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice job.
Yeah, there are levels I cannot. I just don't like. This is one of them. Okay, back to the safety of my gacha box. Also, and what did Natalie's research this time?
amazing facts, yeah.
I was just talking about the Titanic. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's spiky in the north because it's like a hat.
No!
Earth's hat.
Stop making me stop giving me this. I don't want to read them. I don't like monkey fables.
I know from Spectre how capitalized.
The upright monkey is not concerned. But his shadow is crooked. Yep. More poetry, thank you.
Monkey poetry. Oh, so that's what that means.
Yes.
That thing I sent you last night.
What thing?
That thing Astro's played. That analog thing, like the DualShock controller having that note of those apes won't escape now or something.
Yeah, it was released. The first Ape Escape was released to sell. So DualShock controller, basically. It's a
I
game.
did not know that.
The game is tailored around the control of the gadgets with the right stick. So,
Is it playable without the DualShock?
yeah. Even each Ape Escape game has the same setup. The face button all like help to switch the gadgets. R1 and R2 are used to like jump and double jump. The right stick basically makes you move the gadgets. And
So it's not like a thing where like, oh, it's made with this controller in mind, but you can use the old one. It's like, no, you're required to use it to play.
no, this is actually made with this controller in mind. That's what makes those games so unique, because their control scheme is basically only something they can basically do. It's something they came up with that only works on this. Now, let me see. I think I have one more stage in me.
Alright.
It's, we did 1 hour and 10 minutes, which is already more than last time. Okay, how many monkeys this time? $144, okay.
Wow. It's 12 more than before.
Yep. Ice stages in this? Oh. Yeah, that's,
Land of the Apes.
You know, my biggest gripes about Ape Escape 1 is that the ice stages are... there are too many ice stages. You're gonna see why I have a problem with ice stages soon.
Alright!
The ice stages are like notorious in general.
Yes, but those in particular. Okay. Don't know how slippery this shit is, trust me.
Resilient.
Yeah, well, I'm more resilient.
Oh no. Or like no mo. Days.
Good one. Alright.
You're mine!
I know. That's why I come to your streams as well. Alright. But yes, those platforms are really something else. They're slippery as hell, and if you don't,
Quite slippery.
yeah, and if you don't get the timing right, which I am gladly doing right now, you're gonna have a hell of a time.
If you don't get them right, then too bad. You're gonna die.
Now look at this bullshit right here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, that's an Ape Escape ice stage for you.
Hold on,
No, those are slimes. And they're...
like shit rounding on his head. I just looked at it and shit.
You think Ape is shit?
Yes.
And now you're gonna catch monkey on ice. Ugh. Okay. I got this.
No problem!
One more. I said one more.
No problem.
Oh, you're gonna be caught.
You're mine!
Alright, I'm not gonna continue this way because there's a less bullshit part if I go up these things. Yeah, that's an Ape Escape ice stage. Oh, yeah, no. I don't want points. So now we're going to my favorite area of this stage, actually.
Oh, the spa episode.
It's an onsen. Literally.
Really is.
Yep. And the music too.
Guys, that's how it brings.
You're mine!
And the music.
That was trying to put out a sign.
No, his pants.
Dance.
You're mine! No problem!
And that's yeah. You know why I like this place? Because it's easy to get them. At
You
least.
just have to walk up to them.
No problem!
Yeah.
You just had to walk up to them.
Speak no evil.
See ya!
Smell no evil.
You're mine!
Hear no evil.
You're no evil.
This has a weird OST, but I love it.
It's weird, but I kinda like it.
Yeah, see? Tell me this isn't... This game has personality. This is more than I can say about a lot of games these days. Okay.
Still frosty.
Let me see. Anything around here? No. We're done with the onsen. Back to pain and ice physics. My favorite. Also,
Everyone's favorite.
pain is basically pain. The word in French is literally bread. It's the word we use for bread. Did you know that?
I did know that. This is dumb. Yeah. What's the word for like bread dough?
Bread dough. I have the direct translation. Yeah, I gotta be careful with shit.
It's a stone Luigi. Yeah, it looks more efficient to just take the hits to get up there.
Yes, that's not good design.
It doesn't look great.
Okay, you're the last monkey I need.
All done! Yes!
No vehicle settings.
Yes.
Get him out.
Yep. Getting them out of the way.
Hot banana!
I think the next stage is dinosaur theme, actually. And I'm not joking.
Sorry, the next stage is what?
Dinosaur themed.
Oh. And you're telling me we're gonna stop at the ice one?
Oh, after the dinosaur themed ones, there's a boss fight. It's the last Findish 5, but I can do the dinosaur stage and the boss fight tonight. I don't mind.
I didn't mean to. Pressure.
No, no, you're not
Dinosaurs
pushing.
are cool.
I know! The dinosaur stage is also one of my favorites in this game, but...
Dinosaurs are cool. Hey, dinosaur.
You'll see. Okay, 148. Okay. All good. Because I got a ton of money from doing this stage. Fortune.
He gotcha. Act like a chump, it'll come back to haunt you. If you act like a chimp, it'll stop monkeying around.
Until the monkey. Alright. Okay. Oh no. Yeah,
It never ends.
I don't know how many of those there are. I should go check after this.
Surprise, it's another monkey fable.
No, I'm going to check how many of those there are. Oh no. 20 in total, and we have not even seen all of it.
Oh, that ain't good.
So nani. Concept art. Huh. One thing I gotta give credit to this game is that the concept art for it are really good. The fact that they have made them all unlockables is also great, because that let us see what they wanted to do with the game and how it ended up. Okay.
Monkey Fable, your favorite.
Yeah, I know. My favorite. Those moves literally have no other use in the game, so I literally risk nothing by spending them. Don't let the baby drive. Why did you know?
You're not allowed baby to drive. Ever.
No, bad idea.
Very bad. That's
I have the perfect song for this.
Are you gonna get copyright strikes?
Can you hear it?
I can't. Just let me turn. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh no. I love it.
That's a perfect beat. That was a perfect beat for this. I'm so glad this was an unlockable. I told you they were doing the Titanic thing. Oh.
There's the Titanic thing they did.
Yes, and all my joy is gone now. Alright.
I'm getting a bit of an audio delay on my end. Let me try something real quick.
Alright.
Oh, it's the monkey we just saw.
Oh, that's how you get, that's how you transform, or that's how the other enemies are born. Not the monkeys, but the smaller ones. Did this coming just...
Menacing piggy poops.
No, but literally, look at it. Let's look at it again. It literally implies that they are made with actual shit.
Yeah.
Oh god, this game. It's a fever dream at times.
Penguino.
Penguin! Penguin! It's a penguin! A bonus up.
1.
I literally have unlocked Desert as a racing car. Are you fucking nuts, game? Yes. I don't know. Game, you tell me. Alive for all my trouble, you're too kind. Yes! That's the dinosaur level, the Lost Valley, yes. Hold it.
Good.
And this one is a top 15 monkeys in total. And after that, we have the final freaky 5 boss.
Here I come!
Oh, come on. Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. I don't care. Now you see, you have to do a Mario 64 to get to that monkey over there. Yeah, you gotta do a Mario 64.
Jump on the
I was trying to see if I could, get on top of his head. Okay. This whole thing is a death trap. This whole area is a death trap. From experience, this is this is like water is infested with piranhas. Oh. And those fucking bees. Yeah, not only does the frame rate tanks, but well, okay, you want this, right?
No problem!
Okay. This whole area is in the on. Yeah, those enemies barely give any health. And now you see why I'm keeping my word. This game is stingy with health. Because now I gotta do all of this with one hit point. And there's only one way, and it's up.
Sure looks rough.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get this out of the way first. I could have gone the other way. There are always 2 paths over to you at the start of each stages, but I chose this, so I'm sticking with it. Any health in there? Any health hidden in there? Something? No? Oh, another situational moment where I need to See? You think you could get over those flames? Nah, you need this. You need this. Aim for this.
Wow, that rocket.
Let's grab. Where are you when I need you? This. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way back up and do this shit again. Also, my VODs are not for kids. I have made each time they ask me on YouTube when I put my VODs in YouTube. If they ask me if they're for kids, no, they're not for kids. I swear like a sailor. Alright.
Especially
Help!
No problem.
Okay, there's one. There's another one here.
See ya.
Okay, so for this,
To deal with Fables.
yeah, this is a strat.
That's
Yeah. Dealing with him, those are priority enemies. Okay, if I go this way... Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
what is it? Oh,
Yeah, going to get that life jacket there and pray to hacking god I don't get murdered by a T-Rex.
See ya.
What bullshit was that?
See ya.
Okay.
oh, this.
Backing up. Where is the last one? On the left. Just where the fucking T-Rex is.
No use.
Alright. I have enough lives for this. That's what I could. Ah no. Hitbox are tanking. Oh, someone got ran over by the T-Rex. Well, me too as well, but the monkey I heard it. Oh. I need to get. I need Finally! Louis, you were a fucking pain in the ass. Okay, so now bullshit coming in. If I fall down there, there's literally going to be ankle biters at my fucking feet.
Get out.
Yep. There we go.
Problem.
Prince! Yeah. Alright. I think that's it for this area. Next is going to be the mountains. Okay. I'm gonna get the propeller out because I get the feeling this is gonna be useful. How many more? 4. Okay. Literally in military gear, are you kidding me? Oh. He could have done that.
But didn't.
Oh, well. Okay. Okay, I got it.
I'll do it.
No problem.
And Monco Polo. Oh god, that gun.
What a thing.
Yeah. We found the Marco Polo of their times. Okay, so this should bring us to the starting area, which means I am missing 2 monkeys and I don't know where they are. That's not good.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's obvious. Thank you.
Yeah, that's careful.
Yeah, so that's the starting area. Oh! More Indiana Jones bullshit, I see. No, not yet. Yeah, the starting area is after this. So, it's me. More Indiana Jones bullshit? Okay. Yeah, starting area. I'm gonna need... Oh, okay, I think I know what I'm missing. This guy. Yeah, this one is even more situational, I told you. You just... It's used to unlock those cages, and I think that's the last one in the game.
No problem.
Oh, he was hiding under the dial.
All done.
Alright. Marvin sure got me. Okay.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. I've been in.
And now, boss, who fights in a very peculiar way.
Let's do it.
You're late! I'm Red, the leader of the Freaky Five, and I never let
Hello, isn't that
nobody
the
ever
guy?
keep me waiting.
Last fight?
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
you. Give Pippachi back.
You'll have to fight me first, you crumb bum. You can have him back if you beat me. We already transferred the data into the laser, so we couldn't care less about that pesky Poachy guy anyway.
You serious?
Ha 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 ha! You bet I am, and since I'm the leader, I'm super strong. These muscles are more than you can handle, little boy. Oh, I'm just burning up thinking about it. There ain't nothing you can do to put this fire out, pal. Yeah!
Yeah, nothing I can do to put your fire out. Suplexing T-Rex. No, he went. You see those T-Rex on the border of the stage?
Come on, you
You
little...
can suplex the T-Rex in the arena.
Did he teleport to it too?
You know, he jumped to his head. Yeah, it's really fast to get out. You'll see, he'll do it again.
Yeah, right.
Saw that first time I was
Yeah, I guess.
Swoosh! Yeah, right.
This is amazing.
Point, man.
Oh yeah, now he's on fire. Oh god.
Swoosh!
I is that you need to avoid his attacks until you have an opening. That's how I do it. I've never really much experience with the boss fight as well. The game doesn't incentivize, doesn't like ask you to do so. Yeah. See, he does it by himself. Like a big boy. And he's down for the count.
You got me.
Huh? Pippachi! Oh, are you hurt? Ew. You're okay.
Why is this monkey with wings?
Huh?
This
Because
is
he-
no
because he
time for
has-
celebration, young Jimmy. It seems that Spectre kidnapped Pippochi to get the data on humans he needed to finish his lethargy laser. Now that they've input the data, it won't be long before they fire the laser. You must hurry.
Yes!
Top banana!
Alright.
Shitty monkey.
You're getting closer to Spectre's base. It's going to get harder from now on. Do your best.
Yeah, translation. Platforming is going to get even more bullshit than it was.
Excellent.
Okay,
Artificial difficulty.
let's save. And I'm gonna call it for tonight.
Okay.
Not before I have the monkey counter though. So, let's see. $163. And we're
That's
50,
a bunch of monkeys.
and we've done 50% of the game already.
Like 50.
Yep, 50%. That's the percentage of completion for the game right now.
I was like, wait, we're only 50% done with the game, but then I remembered, oh, yeah, it's probably taking into account, like, the collectibles and such.
It takes into account collectibles, and one more thing I did not talk about, there's time trials on each stages. So that's gonna be also fun.
That was fun.
So collectibles, mini games, this bullshit. A rare prize, the wickedly hard monkey climber.
Oh, the action figure moves.
I think that was the last minigame actually. Yeah, monkey climber. Okay, I'm gonna save this and yeah, call it for today. Had fun.
Man, this is a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Always a pleasure. And to the people who showed up, thank you for showing up as always. It was fun.
Hey.
And I will see you all on the next one, whatever I might be doing next week. Have it good. Bye.
Alright.